Órale, Cholo Trucker here, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Shouts to all the chingones and chingonas out there, man. I just want to come on here to ask you guys a question. Um, there's this whole big talk, man, about the face of boxing and who's the face of boxing. I'm not going to ask you guys who is the face of boxing. I'm going to ask you guys what is the face of boxing, all right? Because here we go, man. Um, People make different arguments, and at times I see people go ahead and trip over their own argument that they're making. Right? It's like they want to bring up the titles, the championships. It's like, well, this guy can't be the face of boxing. He doesn't even hold the real championship, right? And then they'll go ahead and bring up money or pay-per-view sales. Then they'll go ahead and bring up commercials. Then they'll bring up resumes. So, what is the face of boxing? Is it somebody who's the champion? Is it somebody who has all the titles? Because in all reality, Holmes, there are plenty of champions, dog. Even some models that are unified champs, dog. I don't know if they're the face of boxing, Holmes. They're really not that popular. Is popularity the face of boxing? I think popularity does have a lot to do with it. But you got to be a good fighter. Is it just being on commercials? No, not that either. Because if you guys remember, Mike Lee was on the Subway commercials. I can't even run down Mike Lee's resume, dog. All I remember is that he got his ass whooped from Caleb Plant. That was later on in his career, of course. But what is the face of boxing? It's like people want to discredit somebody. I'm not talking about, I know people want to talk about fighters and certain fighters, man. That's why I'm not asking who is the face of boxing. I'm asking what is the face of boxing. Because if it's somebody who's just a champion, is that what makes them the face of boxing? Because there are champions that are not really all that popular in the sport, man. Is it popularity? Does it have to be all these things all together at once? Look, in all reality, the face of boxing today is Canelo Alvarez because he's all of those things. All right. But you do have to be marketable. You do need to be relevant in the sense of being a great fighter as well. Personally, I don't think it's any one of these things that stand alone. You need to have all these things wrapped up together. But look, just being a champion saying, oh man, this guy isn't even champion. This guy isn't even champion. Hey, dog, there's champions out there that are not the face of boxing. And they never will be. Because they don't have the popularity status to back that up. And you do need that. You could be a great boxer. You could be the great boxer. But again, if we're talking about the face also being a market key to the sport, but also being a great fighter, one of the great fighters of that time. So there's this, a lot of this debate going on, man, and I see people tripping over their own feet and argument and, just bringing up championships. And if that's not working, they'll go ahead and they'll bring up popularity. And, man, it's a lot of things wrapped up into one. So, but I'll go ahead and I'll ask you guys, what is the face of boxing? We just had a fight, Ryan Garcia lost. Ryan Garcia is a popular fighter. So is he more of a face of boxing than, say, Devin Haney? Now, those are going to say, nah, Charlie, dog, because Devin Haney is a much better fighter. He's unified champion. Yeah, he is. But how popular is Devin Haney? I'm not saying Ryan Garcia is more of a face of boxing either. I'm just saying, in my opinion, the face of boxing needs to be able to hold a lot of these qualities at the same time. At the same time. Not just one or the other. But you guys let me know what you guys believe is the face of boxing. Not who is the face of boxing, but what is the face of boxing. So, Trucker, los tres chingones boxing. I'll catch you guys on the next round.